welcome back to Open. So the Jazz Power Initiative is an organization rooted in the idea that creativity and imagination are inherent in everyone, from students, teachers, artists, seniors to general audiences. The Jazz Power Initiative promotes building creative and inclusive communities through jazz, arts, education programs, and performances. And this year, JPI celebrates their 20th anniversary. And here to share more is the Jazz Power Initiative Managing Artistic Director and co-founder, Dr. Eli Yamin, and Senior Voice Instructor, Antoinette Montague.
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
I know. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm always excited when I hear 20 and plus, right? Because just to even sustain throughout the pandemic, that adds on. I think, as far as I'm concerned, we get 3 years of do-overs.
Yes.
That's just my opinion. And so to impact the amount of children, individuals that you have in so many, throughout all these years,
Yes.
to celebrate your 20th, I'm sure is a
Yes.
huge accomplishment.
It's amazing. And we've worked with over 4,000 children over the last 20 years, transforming lives through jazz arts education, centering African American culture, Latin American culture. It's the heartbeat of American music. And we get to share that with the youth. And we have these intergenerational programs so that those of us who've been in the music a while have great platforms to just share it and inspire the next generation.
And and you know, that's what it's all about, right? Is passing it forward.
And sharing it. We don't want to pass it over to them just yet. We want to be able to experience the magic of jazz intergeneration.
I love that, and I love the fusion that you offer too, because I got to watch some of your videos, and I noticed that you're kind of fusing like this folklore vibe with the jazz. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Well, our stories are important,
Right.
and the blues is the roots of this country's music. It's the foundation of CCM, contemporary commercial music. So blues is the roots, everything else is the fruit. Jazz is the fruit of blues. Rhythm and blues, R&B, pop, hip hop. And those expressions and stories in the blues, well, we hear that inside of rap music.
Right.
So the Bronx is the place where rap was invented, you know, hip hop was invented.
Right.
And the blues is the place that's the great grandfather of that music that we have now.
And the children recognize that. So when we start singing call and response blues riffs, as Antoinette and I do oftentimes,
Absolutely.
the kids say, oh, that's me. I didn't realize that was me.
Absolutely.
But it is me. And we
Right.
say, yes, take it, it's yours.
It's a we program. It's a we program.
It is a we program.
That's right.
And I love the way you're doing it, because I was in there checking out the videos, and I know you're hands-on, because
Absolutely.
yeah, you learn yourself, and then you pass it over.
I got the big torch, they got the tiki torches.
Nice.
So I'm like nose up. And this is the music that builds the muscle of the soul. This is what this earth needs. This is what this time, while everything is going whatever way it is, we have to look for degrees to yes.
Right.
How do we empower them to be positive in spite of and because of who they are? And some people don't know who they are. So we help to give them, this is about your personal story. All of the things that we talk to them about inside of the Jazz Power Initiative tools that we use are the tools from jazz. Personal story, what are some of those other tools?
Improvisation, call and response, reharmonization. I mean, these are the jazz power tools that can be actualized as a vocalist, as an instrumentalist, as a dancer, as a theater artist. We combine these art forms to give children an immersion in jazz culture.
And we've missed 3 years.
Right.
And so to have them quantum leap into their now.
Right.
Last night I had them jump into like, you're missing a few years, but this is the program to get you into now.
Right.
So everybody on the count of 3, jump into now. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Nice.
And so that's what we have to deal with inside of helping our children for the future, but also encouraging ourselves. You know, I'm not ready to quit or give up yet.
Right.
I'm here
Right,
and
you're
I
a
want to
performer
use those.
too.
baby, par
Yeah.
excellence, absolutely.
Indeed.
Powerhouse
Indeed.
performer.
Yeah,
absolutely.
hello,
Indeed.
hello.
Okay.
And she's leading our concert next week.
I know. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful that you're able to kind of loan yourself in these different arenas,
Absolutely.
right? And with regards to the way you're instructing, right? Because I immersed myself in just watching your styles, and I want to say that it looked like you keep your classes really small, so that they're intimate. And so I was just curious to know, like, are you able to assign people to certain instruments, or do they come in interested in certain instruments? How does that work?
The primary instrument at Jazz Power is the voice,
Is the
because
voice.
everybody's got one.
Got it.
And then we do some keyboard work to give basic musicianship. There's a little bit of guitar, percussion now and then, but it's really about the voice primarily, because everybody's got one. Then we also use theater, and we have these jazz musicals. This year we're doing Holding the Torch for Liberty, which is about women fighting for the right to vote.
Right.
We actually did it on BronxNet some years ago with kids from Bronx High School of Music. So we'll be doing that again this spring. So it's this combination of theater, and I grew up around Crossroads Theater in New Jersey, one of the great black regional theaters. So I got exposed to black theater and how it combines the voice with these other art forms to tell stories that are so relevant and engaging. And that's what we do through Jazz Power, is these across disciplines, kids get to immerse themselves in the culture of jazz.
And how do you choose the storytelling that's going to occur?
Well, some of the storytelling that is going to occur is March 16th at the National Jazz Museum in Harlem, 58 129th Street. And I'll do an hour show celebrating my mentors, the great Carrie Smith and Etta Jones, as well as, just Nina Simone. And we also have
Mary Lou Williams.
Mary Lou Williams, who, when I was in college, I got a chance to do a concert as a student with Mary Lou Williams. So I understand the impact of a titan coming in. And we were not, prepared for her, but I got a chance to work with her for 3 hours and get prepared and present that night. So I know what it is to tell those stories, but to also feel the seed that got planted into me. So my job is plant seeds.
Right.
Be jazzy apple seed planter.
Right.
That's what we got to do.
I like jazzy apple seeds. I like jazzy apple seeds.
Indeed.
And then you water them in the spring.
You water them in the spring,
Yes.
and then I watched these young people 3 years later, 4 years later, and they walk into rooms owning the space.
Right.
They're comfortable in their own skin, and that's what we want them to do. So you got a job interview you got to go on someday. You'll be able to look at this as a foundation.
Right.
You have a marketing plan you got to tell in the company that you're in. This is the place.
Right.
We have a student from 20 years ago who's now a senior producer at the Sherry Show, actually.
Wow.
So
look
we're
at
so
that.
proud of our children. And he credits us, Patrick Hester, he credits us as introducing him to the world of the performing arts, to the world of jazz. And we're so proud of the work that he's doing in television. And so many of our students who have gone on to college and studying performing arts, but also the ones who go into pharmacy, and as Antoinette said, bring that sense of self and
Right.
pride from their experience in the arts.
Some of our kids don't even come in really speaking, whispering,
Right.
shrinking back,
Uh-huh.
diminishing and marginalizing themselves. And then we look at it, the time for performance. Whoa, what a transformation. The parents come over with tears in their eyes because they too have gotten a chance to see that transformation in the home. The
Right.
respect. Usually it's Women's Appreciation Month, so happy Women's Appreciation Month to you.
Yes,
That's what I'm
we all
talking
need
about.
to celebrate women. That's for
Women
sure.
are a little
Thank you.
tougher in a household sometimes.
right.
Dad is always nice and cool.
Yeah.
Mom is the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
So I'm the, we're all who we are inside of teaching the children respect, but respect yourself.
Right.
When you're disrespectful, you tell us about who you are.
Right.
Right. So
Yeah.
here we are with this great program that is immersive, that is kind, that is uplifting. It's a safe space for children to come and experiment. Some of them are not singers per se.
Right.
When we get finished with them,
They're singers.
they got a voice.
Yeah.
If you
they
can
have a
speak,
voice, right.
speaking is elongated, singing is elongated speaking. So
Right.
here we are.
It's a discipline, like you said.
Right. So we hope people come out for the wonderful event that we
Celebration
have.
20?
Celebration 20 coming up May 15th.
That's in May, and then you have March.
And then March 16th, National Jazz Museum in Harlem. And Celebration 20, we're honoring the Miranda family,
Yeah.
as well as Phil Bertelsen, the filmmaker who made Who Killed Malcolm X on Netflix, and TD Bank, one of our leading supporters. So that's a really exciting event coming up May 15th as well.
And before we wrap, I want to make sure that they understand that most of your programming is tuition free.
That's right.
We have to say that
Yes,
because
yes.
you make it accessible.
Yes.
Is there another tuition-free program happening here at Lehman College during the summer?
Oh, we also have our Jazz Power Institute for Artists and Educators, where we share the techniques we've learned of teaching jazz across discipline with artists and educators. And we're celebrating our 10th year this summer at Lehman College in July. So we'll have information on our website soon how to register. That's for DOE teachers as well as artists. And DOE teachers can get CTLE credit, which they need for their license. So.
Through music,
Yes.
through singing.
It's so
Yes.
exciting to be here.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
really exciting to be here. I love the open format, and congratulations to you for having one heck of a great show.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
I take that in very deeply.
Absolutely. It's
Yes,
beautiful to
and
be
thank you
here.
for bringing it here to me, to us, to our viewers,
We're honored.
and for passing it forward and making sure we leave things better than we found them.
Amen,
Yes,
amen.
amen.
Ashe, ashe.
Ashe,
Ashe, ashe.
Everyone, Dr. Eli Yamin, the Jazz Power Initiative's Managing Artistic Director and Co-Founder, and Antoinette Montague, Senior Voice Instructor, Powerhouse Titan
Here we
in
go.
the house.
There we go.
Yes,
Amen. Amen.
yes.
Happy Women's Month. We need
oh,
to come up with a
happy-
symbol.
yes,
How about this
yes,
as a
yes.
Women's Month symbol or something like that?
Okay.
What do you think? The W,
All
right?
right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I
we'll do
like
that.
that. I
All
like
right, there
that.
we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Happy Women's History Month.
Hey,
Well,
yeah.
just because Antoinette said. This is what we're doing right now. And once again, Antoinette's Here's to the Ladies Who Swing and Bling is set to take place Saturday, March 16th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the National Jazz Museum in Harlem, located at 58 West 129th Street. And for more information, you can visit jmih.org and mark your calendars for the Jazz Power Initiative Celebration 20, happening Wednesday, May 15th at the TD Conference Center, located at 1 Vanderbilt Avenue in Manhattan. And for more information, you can visit jazzpower.org. All right, stay tuned. Open Artist Spotlight is coming up next.